as a curator, you look constantly at lots of art. And sometimes you notice that a lot of artists are working around a similar theme or subject. And that's what happened in this case. Over the last 4 years, I saw a lot of very interesting sculpture by artists who make work that looks at furniture. It's not furniture, it's not meant to be design, but it takes furniture as a point of departure for exploring all kinds of things that have to do with our private life and the relationship between private and public. Because think about it, you are surrounded by furniture your entire life. When you're born, when you die, most of the important events in our lives happen around tables, beds, sofas, chairs. Well, in English, decor is sort of an old-fashioned word, and it's a French word originally. And in French, it can mean furniture or a stage set or a film set. And I was interested in that idea of something that was in between being an everyday object, but was also kind of theatrical, and maybe suggested that there was a theatrical side of life, the performances that we carry out around furniture that are like rituals, that are a kind of theater. One thing about this show is there was a lot of art in the 1990s that looked at the boundary line between art objects and design objects, and that tried to suggest that maybe an art object could also be a design object, or it could be a lamp that functioned as a lamp. These artists, I don't think, were so interested in that question. In a way, that question became kind of academic, because anything can be shown in a gallery and it's turned into a work of art. At least it's presented as a work of art. So I think rather than looking at that question of is it functional or not, these artists are interested in how many different layers of associations you can put into one object. I think these artists are much more interested in using furniture to talk about other things. Some of these artists are artists who've been working with furniture for a very long time, and I think are historically influential. And that would include Jaroslav Kozlowski, who's made a wonderful new piece for this show. Mark Emil Shamowitz, who also, around the same time as Kozlowski, 1970-71, started working with furniture. And Franz West from Austria, who's been working with furniture for about 30 years. They're the first generation. And this show, I would say, probably covers 3, maybe even 4 generations of artists. But in general, I was looking for artists who could make work that would have a complex resonance, that wasn't just about the object's relationship to the space around it, but referred to things outside of the room, referred to things, social and cultural things that affect how we live today. This kind of work is definitely about art. It's not practical. It's not about design. And the things that you actually can use, for the most part, are too impractical to produce for it ever to be a mass manufactured item. So it really is about art that talks about other things. I mean, I like design as much as anybody else, but originally when I was thinking about this show, I thought, maybe we'll include some designers, but I think the designers are engaged in a different conversation.